guys, this is Eric at ProTexRemodeling.com, Grand Prairie. So this is our Prodigy job. We're out here finishing up today. This is insulated Prodigy vinyl siding. Hey Sasha, we grab a little bit of thinner and hit this corner post right here. So the good thing about this is what I asked him to do is clean this off with some lacquer thinner. Anyways, insulated vinyl siding. So these corners are insulated, right? This is vinyl. This is vinyl siding, 4-inch decorative corners. There's foam insulation in here. There's foam insulation behind your panel, right? Look at this. That, my friend, is how vinyl siding is supposed to be. You get a hail warranty with this product. This stuff is the best siding on the market as far as vinyl goes. 50 thousandths thick, laminated insulation on the back side of it. And because this is an old house, we actually put 3/4 of an inch of insulation behind that, because the customer wanted to try to get some insulation on this thing. Ran 5-inch seamless gutters with the 3x4 downspouts, and more importantly, the inlets that go into the downspout are the XL inlets. So a lot of these gutter guys will sell you the big downspouts. They'll put the small outlets on there. It's an outlet, not an inlet. They'll put the small outlets on there, and they won't tell you because they're trying to save 50 cents. So over here, these are 16-foot panels, so you can see there's a seam there and a seam there, but this siding is pretty much seamless with the exception of a couple of seams. Now we have the seams going towards the backyard, and the reason we do that is because when people are coming from the front, the seam disappears. So the seam is right underneath that window somewhere, and you don't really see them. So if on the earlier videos you've seen, we actually capped these, right? So we put these Vistamark windows in there. We put some black windows on the sides, put white windows in the back to save a little bit of money. And these are all caulked in. That's not finger painted. That's how a caulk bead's supposed to look. We don't run our finger through the caulk. This is OSI caulking. 15-year no leak guarantee on this. Custom aluminum capping, J-channel. All this goes on top of the house wrap that's underneath here, and this is all taped. So this is a waterproof installation. We use inside and outside corner posts both. Corner post, sorry, I'm having teeth problems. So this is an inside corner. Some people don't use these because they're expensive. They put a piece of J-channel on both sides. I just think these look nicer. This is actually his office, and I offered to get rid of this garage door, but he wanted to keep it in case he sells the house. You know, somebody might want to convert it back to a garage. So we capped this all in the metal, all the way down to the concrete. Rotted wood is not there anymore, and that's all waterproof, so that's not going to get any water in there anymore. We ran the gutter over here, away from the valley, put the downspout over here. We had to do an A/B conversion in order to kick that water out where we wanted it. On the porch, we ran board and batten. So this is board and batten siding with hidden vents off it around the whole house. Same thing with our board and batten. We use inside corners on it. Use smaller J-channel. We got the customer, we put some new light fixtures on, got him some nice new house numbers. This door right here, you'll see was on our other video. So this is a composite framed fiberglass door pre-finished. So right now we're offering this exact same door with a house full of windows, or if you do your siding, you can have this door installed for $15.95. If you were to do the same door in Provia, it'd be closer to $8,000. There's a beam up here, so that beam we capped that all with aluminum, so that's all finished aluminum. And we took those old ugly columns out, and these here are actually AFCO columns. So these are load bearing, powder coated. It'd probably look better I go out here. That's better. So these are load bearing, powder coated aluminum columns. They hold, I believe, 27,000 pounds a column. This is the old railing. We cleaned it up, put a coat of black paint on it for them. We took the brick off of the front of the house, so there was brick up to here. Took that brick off. What we found was some wires, as you've seen in our other video, that weren't ran correctly. We fixed that. The wall wasn't insulated. We insulated what we could. Then we put a reflective OSB panel down there to act kind of like a radiant barrier. And then this is actually step flash, so that's your brick ledge. So I put that big piece of flashing, and it goes up behind your siding. So water's going to get down in that bottom piece of J. We drilled some drain holes in it, and we sloped it so water doesn't just sit in there. It's got somewhere to go. And then that protects the brick ledge it gets the water out over the brick ledge, and you don't see the you just don't see it because it's not the most sightly thing in the world. And then he wanted to do a little accent at the gable, so we did board and batten. Now you'll notice the front is actually black fascia, black soffit. That was the customer's doing. We had all this done in black fascia, white soffit, and he said, hey, I want to do I think black will look better there. I kind of agree with him, so we changed it out for him on the front, just because it's the focal point of the house. On the sides and on the back we left it white, because I mean, I think the white looks nice, it matches the siding. But you can see the difference, right? So if you look at this soffit up here, it kind of blends in with your siding, less noticeable. Over here, because it's a contrasting color, sticks out a lot more. So when you're choosing colors, keep that in mind. This side of the house just was trashed. If you look at the before video, that old vinyl siding just took a beating. So we had to redo this here. Couldn't get the electrical service off because it goes through the roof. So what we ended up having to do is we had to work around this. So what we do is we take this is aluminum, same aluminum that's around the windows over here. Slip that up behind here to flash it. J-channel it the best we could. Same thing with that box, it's all flash. We ran our J, and then that's how we get around that electrical service that we couldn't remove. And then you'll notice we've got foundation vents down here. Now we added some vents for them. This is a pier and beam house, so it's got to have ventilation on the foundations. These, because it's insulated siding, sorry, I had to fix that. Because it's insulated siding, the snap ring that goes on there doesn't actually work. So we had to just J-channel them with the siding J-channel, but when it's all done, it looks good. And you'll notice too, like I'm trying to stand here and get you some shadows. If you look at the shadows coming off that siding, like the shadow underneath each lap, you see how they don't go, they're not all wavy and ripply. This casts a really nice shadow. So we got the same issue here, right? The seams are facing the backyard. So when we go over here and do a flip, hold on, hopefully my fingers aren't in the way. We go over here and do a flip, your seams disappear, and you can actually see them shadows better here. So you see how these shadows are almost identically the same size. They're straight, it's not all ripply. That's because we put the siding on with screws. We pay attention to how we screw it on there. We don't over tighten it, we don't under tighten it. We try to get it to look nice and straight on the wall, and that's what we end up with. So this is Prodigy. It's a stack lap siding by Allside. Lead times on it are a little bit extended. It is a custom product, and you know, I'll give you an example with the windows. I mean, with everything we did on this house here. And it's got this, it's a smaller house from the curb, but don't let it fool you. There's actually a lot of siding on this house. This project was in the low 40s. So if you want to compare it to your house, you know, before you call us, that's about the investment that this person made. Sounds like a lot of money, but here's the thing. This house is done, and it's done right. So if these folks live here until they retire, right? They're a young couple, they just had a baby, right? But they're probably, I don't even know how old they are, I'm gonna say late 30s maybe, early 40s, I don't know. The point being, they stay here till they retire. When they're in their 70s, this stuff's gonna be as good as it is today, and they're not gonna get hit with a $40,000 or $50,000 bill to redo their house. It's already done. So it's a long-term investment. They're gonna save a boat ton of money on utilities, especially with that double layer foam on there. You can hear this road behind me. When you go in this house, it's dead silent. You don't hear any of this. So it's a big investment, but we're in Hearst. Property values are pretty good, and I think these guys are going to have a nice long run of maintenance free, well, not maintenance free, but pretty low maintenance. All you got to do is come out here twice a year with the garden hose and rinse it off. As long as you do that, it'll stay clean, you're good to go. So visit us on the web, ProTexRemodeling.com. Give us a call, 817-422-0552. See you.